An award of excellence as Imura Pride to Sir Kingsley Wenenda Wali, the chairman of Unity House Foundation. Ikwerre Media appreciates you for having Imura community at heart this day, 11th December 2024.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
My brother. What?
Honorable Awambo Jennifer Nyekachi, Bogoro, one of the Ikwerre Media Team. So, aka abịa kwụsị ịta m deetara m ọmụma nke na-eme na as otu eze nye nwa ya ma bụ n'ụzọ ọba na aka Chineke gọzikọrọ ebutakọrọ ego bụ na taa. We, the Ikwerre Media Team, on this day decided to pay you a visit on the 14th of December 2024. Yes, to express our heartfelt appreciation and gratitude for your unwavering support and commitment to our beloved tribe, Ignona. We want to immensely appreciate you for your leadership and for your generosity. We say we are very, very grateful, and we say thank you so much for all you've done. For the recent Ikwerre Challenge that took place 2024 this year was a resounding success. It's about showcasing our cultural dance and our cultural heritage also. Your sponsorship played a pivotal role on it, trying to ensure that Ikwerre's heritage is being uplifted, no matter the situation of things around the society right now. We know that in some places and most places are trying to say that the Ikwerre language is going into extinction. But we're so proud of you that a prominent man like you, very gentle and humble, was able to still pay Ikwerre cultural dance that kind of homage and to still tell the Imoma tribe that indeed our pride is our heritage and our culture. As we reflect on the success of the Ikwerre Media, we are reminded of the importance of your leadership rooted in love and service. Once again, sir, we say thank you so much for your invaluable support and for your role being a beacon of hope in the Imoma tribe to our people. We look forward to your continued involvement in future endeavors that will celebrate our culture. Thank you very much, sir.
Ndaiku, I say I don't McCoy because last time I broke on the phone, you guys know what we did, and this thing that I need to support. I'm not pushing. If I do the moon down, I need to support. By January, I told me my studio and operate so that Ikwerre Media genuinely have easy access and easy approach. Presently, I do not 70% of the things I need for that operate. From 2022 February 14th, I began this platform Ikwerre Media. By grace of God, I raised 2.5 million on this platform. And I didn't also come printers, studio lights, computers, and every other thing I need. And I need right now as I know to know about generator and cameras. And I say I want to share. I say that good for me to know I got to know.
No. Out of the material of the curriculum, we found the work to be organized and followed. Phenomenal. Yes. We will continue to grow. Vision of creating a platform. The Ikwerre nationality. You know, there's something about communication. That's the fact that people must make deliberate and intentional efforts to communicate what is in their head. Communicate their history. I was at a book event on this Saturday. The other one was Commander to go myself to be a valid person. Book presentation and review for me is not a social engagement. It's an intellectual task. Why do I say that? If you don't put down your history, other people will write it for you.
Yes.
And when they write it from their own perspective.
Yes.
And then you see yourself back one day, no, it's not true, it's not true. But that first one, you only be reactive. So it's a very beautiful thing. I remember growing up in this, I used to have one of the prominent languages we speak. They used to read news in the radio station. It's Ikwerre language. And they call it popular word to read. I'm not aware, just my system, but I'm not personally aware that another person is doing that job now. I don't know. And the Muhammad did so well that he became the person to go to when it came to Ikwerre events, for him to be MC and all of that. So it's always good for people to create avenue where they can tell their own story from their own experience. You know very well there is something that is raging now. You know the community that is raging. The Ikwerre is Ikwerre and all of that. I don't care where you go to. What's important to me is that I know how to do my work. If I'm Igbo, it doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't happen. So that argument is totally invalid. What I see, some people do use it to seek relevance. But you see, one fact is not lost on me. And that's the predominance of the narrative that Ikwerre is in. Why? Because some people started it, and there was no definitive reference that people can make to as Ikwerre people in defense of their own history and heritage.
Yes.
Everybody just talk one way, some people say you're from Benin, some people say you're from there. I'm asking myself, Benin, how? But if there was a history that was passed down, Ikwerre would have made sense. But nothing was passed down. But I can't sit down here and begin to say, how am I going to be a person? But it is possible. How am I not related to the Calabari man, the African man, and the man, the Chief man, of course, we are the Chief one. So, and I said to the gentleman who were there, I said, please, sir, break out time, write your story, your experience in public service. So that the younger ones who were not there when you were in office, who were there when you were in office. I narrated the story of how when I went to meet the deputy governor, but all the day was not around, so the governor was acting. So I went to meet him. I remember I was chaplain in boy. So I went to meet him. He said, I told him why I came. That I came to the Shakespeare's sign fees and salary allowed to not be paid, and they were protesting and refusing to train, and the train they will go for. I said, how much is that? 20 million for what? For football. Everybody laughed. But you see, coming from his own era, where there was frugality in management of public funds, it was an issue. Eventually, he signed out the money when I explained everything. But today, somebody will just 20 million. Look at 200 after paying 50. Those are the issues. So people should learn to write their story. So I'm excited at the prospect of having a platform that will at least be telling the Ikwerre story from the Ikwerre point of view. Not tokenism of a radio station, they will give you Ikwerre hour, Ikwerre minutes. You go there and be speaking, for 30 minutes and 1 hour, you're gone for the week, and that's it. But no matter how terrible your communication skills are when you start, you improve, you only improve on it. It will only get better. People will see that there's a platform, they want to reach out to Ikwerre people, go to Ikwerre music, Ikwerre culture, Ikwerre folk tales, and all of that. even the younger ones, remember something that happened on the whatever, somebody posted one video and I said this is not a prayer dance.
Yeah, I remember.
And some young person got very offended and started writing also that. So if you were angry, I was not angry. Why was I angry? Because she doesn't know.
Yes,
She doesn't know. I said that dance is not just a Ijo dance, it's in Gepo, a variant of Ijo dance. With due respect, Ikwerre people, when they're dancing, women don't shake their butt. What they shake is their waist. So if you come and be twerking and say it's Ikwerre, no, it is not. It is not. But you see, that young lady does not know. So she's speaking to the extent that she knows. So it now becomes our responsibility as older generation to say this is the right thing. Then if she insists on being recalcitrant, then you now know that that's her nature. Basically, there's so much more to be done in terms of teaching people what our history is. Unfortunately, even some of the people who are our elders don't even know
the history.
You understand? They don't know. So what they tell you most times, if you have to engage them, is enjoy this account of the Ikwerre national anthem. Okay, let me shock you. I hear stories like Ikwerre Motu.
Yeah.
That's not true. That's not true.
So talking about that Ikwerre Motu, why did you say it's not true, sir?
It's not true because there is no common thread. You understand? I have no historical relationship with an Mama. She knows. More people shall abandon to Zoba. But we don't have any cultural relationship. Nothing like if you don't do it, you cannot do this unless Mboba people come.
Yeah, that's true.
Do you understand? You know, according to great tradition, either you're making a chief or burial or something, so somebody from here must come before that thing is done because of the cultural affinity, historical. Rather, I'm not even sure many Abo people know. I'm not even sure that many Greater people know. If you go to Greater, you and I go to Greater and go and steal and kill somebody, they will beat you. If you just have an Abo person, they will not touch you. They will bundle you and bring you back and hand over to your lap.
Yes.
An Abo man's blood must not spill in the Greater, so as much as a Greater man's blood must not spill in Abo. No matter what the person does, take him back. Now, I don't know if any person still is there, where they won't beat him to fall. You're talking about Elila living now. Who be go here? Go over here. You know. There are some aspects of our history that, for example, their neighbor, Umolumi is not international, but she knows. So much so that they even claim they're not Abo. You see that this sister I'm talking about, they're not claiming that they're not Abo, they are an autonomous community. Abo people don't confer chieftaincy title on someone. Nobody just did. They gave Sim chieftaincy title on Thursday or thereabout. When Dr. Didi came to Zoba here, when he was governor, as governor, welcome, what do you call that? Reception of operating for him. People are open trapper around his neck. And told him, His Excellency, don't go and tell people that Abo have made you chief. You're not the chief of Abo Kingdom. We're just recognizing you are honoring you with this rapper. You're not our chief. We don't give chieftaincy here. That is why no matter how you do it, you cannot say an apostle. And she knows that a true apostle walking around Abo Kingdom and walking stick. You cannot. But if you go to over here, you see two children walking.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry. So that cultural homogeneity is what I'm talking about. Does it exist? My story is no. But do we have any kind of relationship? Yes. Geographical affinity. Look at the go to the north. Sudan here is Hausa. Hausa Fulani. There's no tribe like Hausa Fulani in the first place. Hausas and Fulanis are a minority in the north. There are a lot of small tribes in the north that are neither Hausa nor Fulani. But here, you say Hausa people.
Yes.
Well, you can say that. But when it comes to the geographical interest, they come together as one group. But they know that they are not the same. My friend say, a man with a stand-up piece and man with a bend down is going to come from the same place. You know, just trying to make a joke of a Muslim who will not stand up and pee, who will swallow. So he said, man with a stand-up piece and man with a stand-up with a sword, they're not from the same place. So, these are conversations that people should have. Bitter as it may be, but these are the truths. Rather than anticipating energy over we are from here, we are not from here. Okay, if you say I'm Igbo, you can't put me from here. How do you go?
It's not possible.
But that's a narrative that suits our neighbors who would rather want to.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.
So it's all of these things are issues that you need a platform to be teaching people from time to time. Some people might not like it. Yes. They may sound very indentist, but that's the fact. My mother would say, when she was growing up, somebody from Boba entered working the middle. She knows that something called Igbo. But today, now you see somebody from Evo or Abia come and say, "Why your senior brother? How can you be my senior brother? Me and you don't this." Do you understand the point I'm making?
Yes.
And then like the minimum and then they don't can right? That's what it. They can talk about who is senior and who is junior. But me and this woman can talk about it. So we say that senior me. How is they senior me? Are we related? We come from the same historical background? No. I've heard them like Ikwerre should stay for that like Ikwerre land. Who sat down to and agreed to that? But it was politically convenient for Ishoko to be headquarters of Ikwerre Kingdom. It's just like when you go to Falga. When you go to Falga, you know Falga is part of Obio.
Yes.
It's son of Obio.
Yes.
But you see, you know what Ezerebisi became a first class chief before his father. But Ikwerre has decided that they have to promote Ezerebisi as the king of Port Harcourt to stop the encroachment from Ogra. So it was politically expedient for that move to be made. It does not in any way mean that those people have a primary interface position in this law of Ikwerre land. But some people do not know, so I will be mayor, I will be
They call them
yes, so them the head of Ikwerre. When in the actual sense, if we talk about if the leadership of Ikwerre want talk, you know this apparatus supposed to speak through anyone.
Yes.
But these are facts that when you talk about the Ikwerre language going into extinction, it's not the language, it's the culture going into extinction. I watched the day that Sim went to Moroni and they were dancing up. And people just like, why is that music? Upon is not reggae, upon is not pop, upon is not rhythm and blues. It's a different kind of music all together with its own unique dance steps. not be voting with children they play with. But for them now, it's something natural. And by doing that, that thing you're talking about, the extinction, this deliberate action by people that is leading to the extinction of Obani is an extinct cultural institution in the Ikwerre land. It's not just a dance group, it's not just music. To a large extent, it is religious.
You have all signs and
It's not just people dancing, it's religious.
Whatever they call it, cultural society.
It's a society. It's not. It's more of when people worship it. It's not something every small boy will they follow. Then entertain people. You don't talk to Adama masquerade. Yeah, it doesn't allow the people to and ladies. Having said that, once more I thank you for the opportunity of your visit and then the honor of your award. And like I said, in my own little way, I will continue to support whatever brings some level of glory and honor to my community. In the sense that if you are not from somewhere, then you are a neutral. So anything I got to do with promoting my cultural heritage, I do my best. I don't get much. I'm not very well. I'm unemployed. I'm not a politician. I'm not a politician. But I always try to do that which God has possible for me. So I wish you well and continue. I hope that other younger people in our community will take the compliment and try to do their own bit too. Now, there's something called Ballet Festival. There's something called Omuni Festival. Omuni Festival. Have you noticed the cultural interplay?
The Lulu Festival is a fellow people because I saw the whole enjoy people in Rivers State, which waste it.
At this point, let's go and have breakfast.
Mr. Sorry, thanks.
You can be talking well with
Thanks, man. It is with the king. So, right from my childhood, they have been putting me through some certain things. That gave me the inspiration towards writing this Ikwerre Media Team. Now I noticed that around me, stay with my family members, my grandma say, "You're Mazda." Some of my cousins say, "Now what is Oziza?" Nobody wants to bring, and they were abusing me then. Somehow that period of time, it was like they were making mockery of me. Like, if not that you went to school, you have been a local girl. But right now, I'm actually enjoying it because I see myself doing things that when you bring 100%, I don't have 5% doing it. Now, they can see that it is nice. I can speak, I can write, and I can also teach Korean language. So, to move it further, I have to write in Korean language. Went to Ministry of Education for publication. And I was told since my certificate is just a pure scientist, I schooled at College of Health Science and Technology. So I was asked to go back to a course under education, which I'm doing right now, Library and Information Science. From being in that department, I got highest grade in geography, and I'm able to meet some few persons I know that speak Korean properly. I've also gone in research to meet old women and men from our whole kingdom to know some certain things and try to correct one or two from my book. Now, in these few months of doing this, I noticed that these youths have the joy to learn this language properly because if they don't learn the language, they will not be conversant with the cultural history of the known. Now, we in Ikwerre Media are putting this together. And when we get a platform, it's going to be a place where we teach the upcoming youths how to speak Ikwerre. You go to a platform or publicly, you notice that an Ikwerre child cannot effectively communicate with an elder. They don't even know how to greet. They don't know some of our food. Yes, the way they act. Most of the time, you see some elders get angry like that. And that's actually a bad part for us. So these are part of our plans that when we open this platform, we teach Ikwerre youth on how to speak properly, how to write. That's to do with our greetings, our dance steps, our outfits, our food. We are going to touch all around, which I know, at least my boss says also I will be spending most of this. So we are so grateful and thanking you also for trying to put us through in some certain things that we should look up to. Futuristically, it's going to take this because we know that this is our starting point. Some other persons are actually going to gain from it also. So these are all our little plans towards this. Thank you so much.
They are wonderful plans, but they are not easy. But language thing is not an very problem. It's a national and international problem. You understand? In this era, people have even moved post migration and all of that. How do you do that as an elder? My son never had an Ikwerre help. You understand? I do not have an Ikwerre person in my house that I'm talking Ikwerre with, that they'll be hearing. And don't forget that these days, most kids spend more time in school
Yes.
than at home. So that interaction they have at school, that is what changes their entire mindset. Unlike before, you live in the village. When you go to school and come back, every communication is in the Ikwerre language. If you got married, the chances are most likely you marry an Ikwerre woman. And when you marry an Ikwerre woman, then both of you speak Ikwerre at home, and the kids will not be picking a thing or two and all of that. You understand? Now, my son does all of that. He goes to secondary school in Lagos. During holiday, he stays at home in Lagos. After secondary school, he goes to the UK. He spends 5 years there and comes back, A level and degree program, comes back and goes to law school in Abuja, where he's supposed to learn how to speak well. Yeah, same problem. No. They have the same problem. That's even worse. Yorubas, I can say that yes, because even outside this country, Yorubas have their communities. Like UK, they have their restaurants. They have things that bring them together because of food. They have amala joints that they all want always go to. Where is the joint? What is it that they want to? Even in Port Harcourt here. I mentioned the Lulu thing. I was thinking, I said, why can't some of our young brothers and sisters come up with something? Our young brothers have come up with first body, then Ulu, and they did not forget in the course of their celebrations to let you know the antecedents of Ulu as part of that. I saw pictures where they put up prominent heroes of the university. The only person I studied that was the Ikwerre hero, or the university now, BK and Loti. Do you understand? For example, you write things like you know the pioneer progress of that school. Sorry? No, the pioneer. So you should go on. The first Ikwerre graduate. John Ochu. It's nowhere anywhere around there. You talk about people like Ikwerre, you should be on that part anywhere there. You just name it. Serviette. It's finished. You know? So now why can't Ikwerre people come up with something? They are only promote their own heritage. I understand. Oh, this is what. That when you go and meet Ikwerre men to come and contribute, they will begin to drag their feet. But so no one day one day they will do Yam Festival. The job will come and do Yam Festival in Port Harcourt. You go there, a chair and people watching them.
But when there's a very doing Rivers State, she don't type and type with everything. She just came with Rivers State.
I'm aware of that because I came in contact with her on Facebook when she asked me when we make seafood. I make seafood with crabs and
You see, you are a practical person. Very good. Not many people like me. I'm one of the people that do it, but that's like, I don't care. You are doing your own liver state. What is the mileage that you are doing? All my friends who have one thing disability or the other give that to no kind of one form of support that or the other, people from the Africa access. Now they have gradually turned that thing into an Africa sort of Calvary battle. And I encourage younger people like people with generation. I just keep in there.
Yes.
Just keep in there to about what is happening there. We are not aware of the cultural undertone. Since when did Onugu become some food that you celebrate in River State? Is there any family that does not have yam on their menu for maximum of 48 hours in River State? Or Gary? But you cannot expect a Calvary man or a German to come and do Gary Festival or Yam Festival because it's not their thing. But those people that they are thing are just their jokes. Yes. Those are the kind of things that I feel draw some level of history, pull historical strings, and I will begin to appreciate where they come from.
Okay, we reached out to something. I don't know this. This is very well. I was talking about making food, tackling it, really. It has to do with the very delicacies. I personally I make seafood. I use crab and sea to make very delicacies. That's what I make it spice. And use pepper.
Those are developing. How is that a uniquely unique?
But that's not a very delicacy.
Because you talked about you make very delicacy, you use crab.
You were
Those are not
saying,
very
no, we are saying we are planning on making a very delicacy this next month. Trying to prepare some of our delicacies.
like
Ikwerre soup. We have soup that are normal.
Our normal Ikwerre natives,
Yes.
like
which is egusi or little kasi, and then the little that is smoked fish and smoked meat. That is normal Ikwerre natives.
We also have one new.
what if I say that they are not correct?
Let's see what's
Because the very traditional native soup doesn't have any of it. It's just plain. It's just plain soup.
That's not very important. I said no, this is the grand seed of all the very occasions.
No. What you see, but that is something that serves at very functions like burials and all of that. Why did they do that? To be able to accommodate outsiders and people who are not Ikwerre.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
If you see a typical Ikwerre person cooking, like when you hear things like fisherman soup,
Yeah.
and people say, and I'm like, are you guys normal? Are you okay? Do you know what fisherman soup? People now think that fisherman soup is you have crab, you have fish, you have prawns. No, that's not it. It's not big. You have fisherman okra soup. Because the fisherman soup has a history. It's what the fisher people, like call them, the average fisherman when he goes fishing. When he gets to one fishing port, or they go for days, there's no pepper. There is no leaf around the river for whatever, fresh, whatever. So it's a small, sometimes salt they took from home while going for the fishing expedition. You understand? No oil,
Just white soup.
just white soup with maybe some prawns, use prawns to cook, crab to cook, musky-barb, whatever, and all of that. Where you see okra, where you take out contour fisherman okra soup. Now the person on high sea,
Have okra from the high sea.
yes, don't forget that sometimes the teacher takes them like days. And they're not going around with coolers
Yeah.
or battery powered freezers. Like, okay, we took stuff. Some of them, if you see the fish inside the fisherman, you see tozo, you see kidney, you see assorted meat inside. You know, that's why I said that the very traditional soup. For example, now, if I allow you, you go and put beef inside,
Yes.
right?
Some people do it.
But it's not right. Now, poor man food for a very land before, say, people chop that meat. Like, if you want to know a poor person, say that one, you go to chop meat. You understand? Cow meat was not something that was accepted. You see cow meat, you see ice fish. If somebody wants to insult you, say, come on, get away from me, I will chop ice fish in your house. They say, chop nama meat. That's cow. It was not something that people like, even bread. It wasn't as much children, they talk about small food for rice, birds food. You know, this year we're eating, now, every man can eat something yam for 7 days of the week, different ways. Either pounded yam, either porridge, either soup yam, either yam with boiled yam with oil, roasted yam with. Do you understand? All kinds of ways that they eat goat yam. I'm not sure if you've eaten cassava before, roasted cassava. No.
Roasted
I
cassava.
have, yes,
Have you? That's one of the most wonderful Ikwerre delicacies.
very tasty.
Cassava, yes.
Roasted
I've tasted it before.
Huh?
I've eaten it before.
Yes, roasted cassava, roasted yam.
palm oil.
Palm
Stew was something that was seen as when they do for malaria. And because you want to get malaria. You have different ways of eating that. There were things that were substitute for proteins. Chicken was something that was eaten only on Sundays by the rich. And then maybe Easter, harvest, Christmas, all of those, whatever. But you won't tell me that before those periods, in between those, people were eating stuff. They were eating stuff. You will see an Ikwerre man now, and they're eating rats. The rabbits, the native rabbits. They're eating rodents. Because over the period, you have been acculturated to feel that that thing is bad way. But you forget that there are people in this world that eat roaches.
Yes.
I don't know if anybody has eaten snake before.
I have.
It's a hero. And you say, hero, right? Hero.
Away from
And it's not every snake you see in the bush that you eat. I've not had the pleasure of eating snake because I was scared about the bones. You understand? I've heard about bones and all of that. But I had a terrible experience with tilapia growing up. Anything that started in my throat. So anything that happened to the outside.
if you want to eat snake meat, you use a lime. It's just like mackerel fish. When you pour the lime, it's the bone itself will just emerge and actually pushes the fish from the bone. Bones are not that
But that one is detailed for another day.
and if well
But the most important thing is that people eat all of those things. You understand? Call it snake, call it fish, call it alligator, call it whatever. Well, even frog, yes. And all of that. It's like today somebody think I'm like, okay, what is it there that you're eating? I don't see it as it as work.
Yeah.
But people who feel like for the world that are eating for maybe. Maybe. But my point is that there are people that their whole life will be made if you give them crab to eat. And I see it as crab. It's crab.
Yeah.
Sir, but you know when you remove the crab flesh,
You know the amount of work you need to do
yes,
before you get to that place.
that's why when you have something in mind, you have pleasure for it and do it.
So I'm not quarreling with anybody who's eating it.
I know.
I'm just saying I'm unable to know why all of that energy dissipated eating
The enemy is
Now when you remove the flesh of the crab, you use it as a replacement of cheese butter to prepare spag. It's very, very nutritious.
How many crabs will you get to that one?
I can just use two to prepare it. I think within this period we are preparing for this, I will prepare this and bring for you. Just let you know.
Don't worry, just explain.
Okay. Thank you so much for really enlightening us. So, sir, once again, are you saying Ikwerre native soup is just a soup?
I'm not saying that's the only one. But when you say Ikwerre native soup, that's the first thing that comes to the mind and most Ikwerre comes to.
So in preparation of this,
Don't forget the genesis of Ikwerre, the name Ikwerre soup. What's it called? Why is it called?
let's say
What is water about the Ikwerre soup? But you see, when you go home, if you have the benefit of meeting very, very old people, you might have the luck. You might have the luck of seeing what they call also. Because it doesn't take them forever.